It's gold for Rai Benjamin as he waits 4 years, really 3 years, to claim the gold medal in the men's 400 meters. And listen, one half of Team USA showed up for the relays. What is going on with the men? Will they ever get it right? We're going to detail everything and discuss it here on Track Talk. Rai Benjamin takes home the gold against Karsten Warholm, Allison Dos Santos, and y'all, it was a phenomenal race. If you didn't see it, Rai was to the outside, Karsten to the inside, due to Dos Santos really getting the little Q, the small qualifier. He was really far, I think it was in lane 3. But Rai and Karsten, they were neck and neck. Rai put his foot on the gas the last 150 meters, separated, and he took home the gold 46-46 for Rai Benjamin. I said it on the show earlier, it's now or never for Rai, and he took advantage of the opportunity. He seized the moment for a well-deserved gold medal, and shout out to him. Really good dude, passionate about what he does. Karsten Warholm takes home a silver medal. And I love this rivalry. I knew there was kind of a shifting at the Prefontaine Classic last year. I was out there covering the meet, and Rai beat Karsten. He beat Karsten, and Karsten was not happy about it by any means. And you just felt the confidence that Rai had after the race. Rai said he ran his own race, and he ran his own race, and really happy for Rai. Great individual. Shout out to Dos Santos getting an Olympic medal as well and coming in with the bronze, and then Karsten Warholm taking it home. So big shout out to those guys. Love the work that they do and how they elevate the sport. That was not the only finals that happened today. I want to kind of mix it up a little bit. Hassan is going to run the marathon in 2 days on Sunday, the last day of the Olympics, but she took home a bronze medal in the women's 10K. But the winner was Beatrice Chibet. And listen, what a double. The 5-10 double is what she accomplished, and shout out to her. There were no records broken, nowhere near records. Everybody broke 31, which is just crazy. Anytime you go 30 minutes in the 10K, that is absolutely insane. But major shout out to her for getting the job done. That's an impressive feat. Nadia Baracletti from Italy. She was on the outside looking in because with Faith Kipyegon, this was in the 5K, when she was DQ'd, she moved up to the medal position. That did not happen, so she went out and she got herself a medal in the 10K, so shout out to her. Men's triple jump, Jordan Alejandro Diaz Fortin from Spain takes home the gold over Portugal's legend Pedro Pichardo. Andy Diaz Hernandez from Italy takes home the bronze in the men's triple jump. So we talked about, the men's 400 hurdles. I want to talk about the women's 400. Paulino is different. I know when we're talking about Sid, and Sid's going to break the world record, and listen, the potential is still there because Sid is different. Heck, I would throw Femke Bol in that category. But we don't talk about Paulino enough because she is so good. She runs her own race, a very even-paced race, and she showed that today against Nasser, who took it out hard from the outside lane, and Paulino just ran her race, ran smooth, ran even. Olympic record 48-17, and I honestly think, don't be surprised, she could break 48. She can break 48. There's so much talent in that doggone women's 400, man, and there's so many talented runners who did not run. So really looking forward to what the future holds. Nasser finished with the silver medal. Now we got to get to some relays. I am going to start with a positive note. The women's 4x1 relay final. Bad handoffs. They weren't great handoffs, but I think the difference is nobody panicked. It was raining. The first handoff was a little shaky. Second handoff was okay between Um, actually, honestly, they weren't the best handoffs. I'm just not gonna lie to you. But nobody panicked. Nobody panicked, and they got the job done. Sha'Carri Richardson ran an amazing last leg, an amazing final leg to bring it home. And it was just an incredible race. It was an incredible race. And shout out to Team USA. Shout out to Great Britain, who pushed Team USA. I mean, Great Britain was in the lead until Sha'Carri Richardson walked them and Germany down. And Germany, that's their first medal. So shout out to them when it comes to the relays, that is, specifically the women's 4x1. So shout out to them. A phenomenal race. You have to trust the instincts. And guess what? Here's another thing about the women's relay that's unique. They didn't make any changes. The 4 was the 4. They trusted each other. That was the 4 from last year. That's the 4 this year. That's probably going to be the 4 next year, unless something happens. So shout out to them, which leads me to talk about the men. So here's what we're going to do. I have an issue when we don't talk about the winners. We talk about the popular people. And the popular people was Team USA. So we're going to get to them in 1 second. But I want to give a shout out to Canada. Andre DeGrasse, we have to do like a 30 for 30 like ESPN does on him, because I don't know if this man has missed. Every Olympics he's been in, he's taken home some kind of medal. Like, that man does not miss. He does not miss at all. So I got to give mad props to Andre DeGrasse in Canada, because that's one of those teams you don't expect it, man. But if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. And they took a mile this year. And just like they did at the World Championships in Oregon in 2022. So shout out to them. Shout out to Andre DeGrasse. You see his individual performances. He is getting a little older. So it's like, yeah, he's washed up. He's not going to do anything. And then he's going home with a gold medal. So shout out to them. Shout out to Canada for getting the job done. Shout out to South Africa for silver. And shout out to Great Britain for bronze. Great for both those nations. Carl Lewis said it best. You have to turn this relay upside down and start over. You have to start it over, because this makes no sense. They haven't medaled since 2000, or won that event since 2000. Really, I think it's medals, or whatever the case might be. It does not make any sense. It does not make any sense. I don't understand. Sure, Noah Lyles is not running. You want to bring Kenny on, that's cool. But you changed 3 handoffs. 3 handoffs in a short amount of time. So if it's that much of a concern, just keep the people who ran the other day. That does not make any sense to me. I don't understand. If any of you guys can understand it, please let me know. That's A. B, if you're going to bring Kenny on, put him on third leg, because running the turn is his specialty. We're going to break this down, and then I have some things to say about Jamaica and the Olympics that they had. So it's just frustration. It shouldn't be this way. We have the most talent, but everybody knows that talent is not what will win. It is execution, and it is just being in sync. Tomorrow is the second to last day of the Olympics, crazy enough. We got the finals of the men's and women's 4x4. We have the men's 800-meter finals, and I'm really looking forward to some of these finals. We have the women's 1500, which is going to be insane. Gosh, there's so many great finals. It's crazy to think that it's almost over. We have the 100-meter hurdle finals. We have the 5K finals. So basically, when it comes to track and field, and we also have the men's marathon that kicks off tomorrow. Basically, when it comes to track and field, I hate to tell you, this is about it. We have the women's marathon when it comes to the roads. Now, on the track, tomorrow is it, but the roads still will be going on Sunday. So, listen, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate your support. I hope you're enjoying the content. Like, subscribe, share. It's been fun doing this, pretty much this little recap. And we'll definitely have a recap for you tomorrow after all the events. Love y'all. Appreciate you. And I'm out.